Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Brittany. I'm a registered dietitian. I also write weekly blog posts for dailyfoodforthought.com. You can subscribe below to our email newsletter and you'll also receive a free portion guide. I also post weekly podcasts and YouTube videos, so please subscribe if you would like to see more content like this. Today I'm going to be talking about 6 tips to nourish your body and mind. So nourishing your body and mind is important not just for yourself but for those around you. We all really truly want to be our best versions of ourselves every day. So some of these tips that I'm going to go over are really going to help you, feel your best and can also help you react better to certain situations. So the first tip I'm going to talk about is eating balanced meals and snacks. So different foods have different nutrients, which is why it's so important for us to eat a variety. So a balanced plate would look like a quarter of your plate of protein, which would be foods like lean meats, low-fat dairy, nuts and seeds, peanut butter, soy products, things like that. A quarter of your plate with grains. We want to try to make half our grains for the day whole grains, just for the added fiber and nutrients in those. And then we want to make half of our plate filled with fruits and or vegetables. Recommended serving size for protein is about 3 ounces, so it would look like the size of the palm of your hand or the size of a deck of cards. The serving size for whole grains is about the size of a light bulb, and as mentioned earlier, fruits and vegetables, we want to try to fill half our plate with those. So snacks, you kind of want to do at least 2 of the food groups I mentioned, so try to do a protein or a whole grain and pair that with a fruit or a vegetable. So you could do something like hummus and carrots, or you could do apples and peanut butter, something like that for a well-balanced snack. Including well-balanced meals and snacks in your diet is going to keep you fuller for longer and also help you feel more satisfied, so you're less tempted to grab some of the other food items that we know aren't as great for us. So, of course, the sugary, salty treat foods, things like that, are okay in moderation. But the reason why we don't want to fill up on those is because we're going to miss out on all the benefits from the other foods that I had mentioned. All the, vitamins and minerals and things like that. This is why balance is really important. So the next tip I'm going to talk about is focus on how you feel. Really listen to your body throughout the day and just kind of check in and see how you're feeling. See how you feel in certain situations around certain people. See how you feel after eating certain meals. So I like to kind of, always check in with myself and just see how I feel. If you fill yourself up with a nice, well-balanced meal or snack, you should feel pretty good after. But if we're gonna fill up on, say, a bowl of candy, you're probably not gonna feel that good after eating that. So just kind of listen to your body and see what foods feel good to you, and try to stick with those foods more. We also want to focus on feeling whenever we're hungry and full. So as mentioned earlier, if we're choosing those balanced meals and snacks, we're probably not going to feel as hungry, directly after eating a meal, because we're going to be more satisfied and full. So it's recommended to try to eat every 3 to 4 hours, and this helps, keep your blood sugar stabilized as long as you're eating those balanced meals. And then, of course, whenever we're eating a meal, we want to stop as soon as we feel full or satisfied, like we've had enough to eat. We don't want to keep pushing ourselves to try to finish the plate. Tip number 3 is plan ahead. So we want to stock our pantry with plenty of nourishing meals and snacks and foods to have on hand, so we're not as tempted to grab some of the foods that we know aren't as great for us. This planning ahead kind of prevents that last minute takeout or drive-through run, things like that. If you know that certain foods are more tempting for you, like chips, candy, um, ice cream, things like that, sometimes it's best just to not bring it into the house to kind of help you set up for that success. Number 4 is committing to moving your body every day. So physical activity really is an instant mood booster. You really just want to find out what works well for you. It could be something as simple as going for a walk, maybe dancing, taking a yoga class, anything that really feels good to you. And you can also mix these up throughout the week or even throughout the day. It's recommended to aim for at least 30 to 60 minutes of physical activity a day. And that could look, as simple as walking for a half an hour and lifting weights for 15 minutes, something like that. Just do something that you enjoy and look forward to doing. Another tip that I have for you guys is if you sit in an office all day, it's good for you to try to get up and stretch at least once every hour. It just feels really good and gets your body moving a little bit and prevents you from sitting all day. Number 5 is getting some rest. So getting a good night's rest every night is very important and really helps you feel great. So it's recommended to try to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Sometimes it's just good to try to go to bed a little bit early. I know it can be tempting to watch those late night TV shows, but maybe getting into some new habits. Trying to do a little light reading before bed can help you kind of fall asleep easier, or maybe doing a sleep meditation, things like that can all help. You'll be surprised if you try to aim for the 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night, you'd be surprised how much energy that you have the next day. And it kind of gets addicting and you kind of don't want to sacrifice your sleep after that. So number 6 is to focus on the good things in life. So I know that things can happen in life and stressful situations can come up, but really just try to enjoy every moment and do the best you can with avoiding worrying about things, especially the things that we can't control. Worrying really will not solve the problem. So unless it's something that you can do right away, really just trying to avoid, putting that stress on yourself and really just trying to get into the moment instead. And, try to really count your blessings. Be thankful for the good things in life. You may not be exactly where you want to be in life, and that's okay. Just know that you have come far and you got yourself to where you are now, and really just be thankful for that. So, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed those 6 tips to nourish your body. As mentioned before, if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe below or subscribe to my weekly newsletter on dailyfoodforthought.com to receive your free portion size guide. Thank you guys so much. Until next week.